Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a big pot of homemade chili for your family. This is just the way I make it. Now everybody makes theirs different. I got oil in my frying pan and I got ground pork. A lot of people use ground beef, but I rather ground pork. And we're going to cook that up. And with me, I add spice to my meat. Nothing too spicy, like I'll add like sometimes Greek spice, but I'm going to put roasted garlic and pepper spice on top of my meat to give it a little bit of flavor when it goes into my chili. So while this is frying, I'm going to push this over to another burner and I'll show you. I'm going to add 1 can of tomatoes, diced, so that way it can save you time. 1 can of mushrooms, stems and pieces is already chopped up for you. And 1 can of kidney beans. And that can cook while your meat is frying. Now, I'm going to use a soup ladle. Just give that a stir so it's all mixed up. Okay, and that'll be on to cook. And we'll get our meat frying there now. And I'll just switch back burners again so you can see what I'm doing. Now you make sure your meat is cooked really well before you mix it in with your chili stuff. And I'm going to use a bag of frozen peppers and onions. Now I usually use fresh peppers and I use fresh onion and that, which I'm going to probably still use a bit of fresh onion, but I'm going to use frozen peppers. It's all the same, and this saves you a lot of time when you're on the go and you're in a rush and you don't really have time to be chopping up vegetables and stuff, because you need to get your supper up for your family. So as you can see, look, it's all frozen vegetables. I'm going to put that in. Okay, that's almost done frying. It still needs to fry a little bit more. I'm going to add my spice there to it now. Now I don't really measure. I just put helping on top and I'll just mix it in as I'm going. I don't really measure with my spices because I know how much to put in, like, to taste. You can put in however much you want. It's all depending on how much you like, how much spice you like. Same with your chili powder, same thing. And I'm going to put a little bit of pepper over in with my tomatoes. Okay. Oh, I hope that's not getting too steamed up. Make sure you don't see any pink at all when you're cooking. Make sure it's really good and cooked for when you put it in with that. Now, a lot of people will puree their chili. I don't do that. I leave mine in like little chunks, but it's not hard and crunchy. I let it soften up. But I don't puree mine. And a lot of people put tomato paste in. I don't. Like I said, everybody makes theirs different, but this is a quick way to make it. When you come home from work and you're tired and you got to feed your family and you don't really feel... Okay, and as you can see, that's starting to cook. There's my peppers and onions and mushrooms all mixed in. And I have a little bit of black pepper in it. Like I said, these frozen vegetables save you a lot of time from having to chop up all the peppers and onions and everything like that. And we're going to mix our meat in. And a good thing to add with this, I'm going to show you in a second, is garlic bread. My husband loves garlic bread with his chili. You can buy the garlic spread. You can make your own homemade garlic bread. Or you can buy the ones that's already got garlic spread on it. And it's in the frozen aisle of your grocery store. I'll show you in a minute there now. Now with me, When my chili's cooked and it's put in my bowl, I take some shredded cheese and I put shredded cheese on top. That's the way I like mine. Now we're just going to give that a stir in and let it keep boiling for a little bit. Now I don't let mine boil for like an hour or more. Some people do. Everybody's different. I let mine boil for probably about 20 minutes and it'll be all done. Okay. Now just let that boil. And I'll show you the garlic bread. This is the garlic bread you can buy. This is just a bag that's inside the box. There's usually like, I think like 6 or 8 slices. And it's buttered on both sides. Now I'm just going to take this and put this in the oven for them. Okay, now while that's boiling, I'm going to add my chili powder. Like I said, I don't really measure it. And I'll just spread that on top. What I do, I spread enough so that it covers, makes a top layer. And then I'll just take a little spoon and test it to see if it's spicy enough for me. Just stir this in. Like I said, this makes a big pot, and this is only 1 can of each. I'm making a mess on my stove, but I'll wash that down after. I'm flicking stuff everywhere. Now, get a teaspoon, try see how spicy it is. Needs a little tiny bit more, not much. Little sprinkle. And that should do it. Now we're just going to let this boil for like 20 minutes. And it should be all done. Now I don't boil mine till it thickens right up. I like it like this. It's got like a broth to it. It's perfect for like adding your cheese in. You can dip your garlic bread in it. It's nice. I don't let it go right thick. I leave like a bit of the watery base from the tomatoes and stuff like that. But I do let it boil down a little bit. But mine is, I don't know, I guess you could call it like almost like a soup base, but I don't leave mine go right thick and boil it down to nothing. I like it like this. But everybody's different. You can boil it until it's down to like just a little bit of liquid in it. But I leave mine with a lot of liquid. Okay, and here's the finished product. This is my hubby's. I got all these garlic bread all around his plate. And here's mine. I'm just going to spread some cheese on mine. And that'll melt right into it. I love lots of cheese on mine. I'm making a mess there right now. I'll clean it up in a minute. Okay, here's mine with some sprinkled cheese on it. I'll just stir it in a few minutes. And it makes it very gooey, right nice. So this is a really simple and easy recipe to make for your whole family, and it's really filling, and it's fast when you buy all the stuff already pre-made and pre-cut for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave.